Good morning, Happy New Year, and welcome to the first Monday morning coffee of 2020. Yay, I'm so excited. Cheers. I have my really cool kettlebell mug that our friend Andy, thank you Andy, gave to us. It's a really neat mug. We actually just started using it last week. We've had it for months, but excuse me, my husband made me coffee this morning and he put it in the kettlebell mug. So I thought it was also appropriate for Monday morning coffee this morning because since it's the first Monday morning coffee of the new year, I want to talk about setting goals. And I want to expand a little bit on, if you're on my newsletter list, today is the first day of the 21-day whole food reset. So I was sending out a couple emails last week, just reminding everyone. And the email I sent out yesterday for the last call for it talked about goal setting. So I just want to expand on that a little bit because it was very, very brief, my email, but I didn't want it to be too long. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys on a Sunday morning. So I thought we could talk about it this morning. So goals. Goals are goals and dreams and aspirations. It's really important to have these, whether they're big or small, it doesn't matter. The reason why it's so important to have these is because it really gives us a sense of purpose to live. And that's a big part of living a healthy lifestyle. It's not just what you eat, what you put in your body, how you move your body. There's so many areas of your life that contribute to a healthy lifestyle. And if you've ever noticed this before, I know I worked in insurance for many, many years, and so I have a lot of friends who have been in insurance for like 30, 40 years, and they've seen this trend where there were State Farm agents that would retire, early 60s, and then within like 5 years or so, they'd pass away because they just couldn't figure out what to do with their free time. And it's really big with men. And I think a lot of that is that they feel like they don't have a purpose anymore. And we're really hardwired to have a purpose. So with that being said, let's talk about how to set goals, how to achieve them. So even though you are not where you want to be, or say in 2019 you didn't end the year where you actually wanted to be, that's okay. And if you were, congratulations, and congratulations even if you didn't get there. Why do I congratulate you if you didn't get there? Because I'm sure you still did something towards your goal. So let's talk about how to set goals. I'll share my method of setting goals, and you take what resonates with you from my method of setting goals. And this is all just experience throughout the years and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So I'm by no means a professional expert goal setter. However, I am an expert in my own life, as are you. So I want you to remember that as you're setting your goals, okay? You are the expert in your own life. And the first thing I want to say is to have fun with setting your goals for 2020. Have fun, like dream big, like sit down and reflect on 2019. What happened in the last year or the last decade? We're in a new decade. What worked well? What didn't? What did you achieve? What didn't you achieve that you wanted to? What could you do differently? I think I already said that, but so really focus on that. Start there. And then make a list of everything you want to do and break it down like personal. So like maybe some financial goals and then some health goals. Maybe some relationship goals. Do you have a few relationships in your life that you want to mend or just improve or just maintain? You know, for example, I'm so incredibly grateful that I have such a great relationship with my family, with my parents, my siblings, my in-laws. You know, Scott and I are always talking about how blessed we are to have such great relationships with our family members, and our marriage too. We have a great relationship with each other, but I also want to set goals to really maintain that and keep nurturing those relationships. You know, and finances. Do you have a savings goal? Are you saving to buy a new house, a new car, to go on a vacation? You know, sit down and really dream. And then professionally, what do you want out of your career? Excuse me. I was on a really great podcast, a guest, Life Plus. It's called Life Plus Up. It was in December, and the host is Kevin Yang. He is amazing. He's a financial guy. He has a lot of experience in the financial industry, but his real passion is coaching people. So he started this podcast, and it's all about, like, he's interviewing guests and talking himself on some episodes about how to thrive in 3 areas of your life, like personal, finance, and career and work. Those 3 areas, because they're all universal, you guys. So you could apply all these concepts to all areas of your life. It doesn't matter what it is. So the first thing, so sit down and think about what you pardon me, I'm getting over this chest cold that I feel like so many people in my life have. So thanks for your patience. Anyway, so sit down and like write it down. What's your goal? Okay, say, for example, you want to save X amount of money for a new car. Okay, great. All right, set that goal. Write an affirmation that says, I am so excited now that I have $50,000 in my savings account. Write an affirmation or create an affirmation to support that you could say every single day to remind yourself what your goal is. Step number 2 is to break it down daily. What can you do daily? What daily activity goals, set some daily activity goals that you can do to help you reach your big goal. I'm going to use an example. I know I just said the savings example, but so with that you could say, it doesn't have to be daily. It could be that each paycheck you're going to set aside X amount of money, and then daily you are going to work on making your own coffee, bringing your own coffee to work, bringing your own lunch, and eating dinner at home. Okay? You don't want to say, I'm not going to go to Starbucks or Coffee Bean or 507, like my obsession. You're not going to say, I'm not going to go to that. What are you going to do instead to help you get to your goal? Well, not going there will help you save money and get to your goal. But switch it around and make it a positive. What do you want? The affirmation is always what you want. The goal is always what you want, not what you don't want. So you want to make your own coffee in the morning. So you could buy gourmet coffee beans if you like gourmet coffee, and make your own gourmet cup of coffee at home. And I guarantee you, spending the extra money on gourmet beans is still gonna save you so much money in the long run than going to your gourmet coffee shop on a daily basis. Another example is one thing that I did when we were training for Mount Whitney the second time we hiked it was set up a training schedule. I did something every single day towards that goal, regardless of what was happening in my life at the time. And I had a lot going on at that time, but I set a goal, a fitness goal, every single day. It didn't matter if that day it was an active rest day, I went and walked, or I rode my bike. I did something to increase my fitness. So, so do something daily, okay? And then, so figure out what that is and create a habit tracker to make sure you do that every single day. Grab an accountability partner, you know, have someone do this with you, or have someone, so my husband and I have these goals for January, these activity goals, these challenges, resets, whatever you want to call them, for January. Some we're doing together, others we're doing on our own. But it's really helpful that we're doing it together and we're here to support each other. Same thing with the 21-day whole food reset. I'm so excited because I'm participating in it myself with the group, and I'm just really looking forward to it. We have our first group coaching session tonight, and I'm just so stoked about it because we're really going to help hold each other accountable. And even as a coach, I need accountability. That's what makes me be successful as a coach. Helps, that contributes. So, so we covered setting goals, the big goal, setting daily or weekly activity goals to help you achieve your goal. And then the last one is really get in that mindset. Like, get in that place where you've already achieved your goal. Act as if you've already achieved it. Act as if you're successful. Act as if you have that money in the bank, okay? And start dreaming about what you're gonna do with that money. What features are you gonna get in your new car? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to buy your new house? Do you want a big yard? Do you want a small yard? You know, really start acting as if you've already achieved your goal and you're ready to buy that house or that car. Or if it's a health and fitness goal, act as if you are already able to do a pull-up or a push-up or do squats with, you know, 125 pounds on your back, whatever the goal is, or you've ran that half marathon, whatever the goal is. When we hiked Mount Whitney, before that, I visualized every single day being at the top of the summit with our friends. Every single day, I went there in my mind and I felt what it would be like to be at the summit. So when we actually got to the summit at Mount Whitney, it felt like I'd been there a million times before because I had in my mind. So you really have to immerse yourself. Actually, I'm just going to say one last thing that I forgot to mention. Be mindful of obstacles that could get in your way and have a plan as to how you are going to overcome them. Because I guarantee you, obstacles will come in your way. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. But just keep the faith. Keep your daily activity goals going, and you can do it. I believe in you. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Enjoy your Monday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.